you got your shot. What are you going to do about it?
All that's relevant is the 7 of you on that field at any given time.
You've been waiting so long to play this game.
Here's the hit. Oh.
We're going to war, because we're not here just to win.
Oh, what a hit.
We're here to dominate.
Oh, my goodness.
We're here to take that #1 spot.
He now throws it back. Unbelievable. Turn it on, the afterburners being chased.
Everybody's giving their blood, sweat, and tears.
Riley throws, and it is gone. And he took a big shot. Throwing end zone. It is caught. Rolling to the left. Looks down the field. Open. Catch made. Touchdown.
You've given your heart and soul, so why not give it your heart and soul when you go out there?
Week 2 of the inaugural season of the XLeague brings us to the Lone Star State, Austin, Texas, for a blockbuster matchup. The Los Angeles Black Storm in town to face the Austin Sound. Hello and welcome alongside Elaine Grigg. I'm Kit McConico. Lane, week 1, absolute fireworks. You couldn't have asked for anything more. An overtime thriller. Ultimately, Chicago able to come away with a victory on the road. We're hoping for something similar tonight here in week 2.
Kit, if this week is anything like last week, we're really in for a treat. We've got Austin on the one hand, lots of veterans, definitely favorites to make the playoffs. Los Angeles, not as much experience, but high expectations just the same.
Yeah, right you are. These two teams absolutely loaded across both offense and defense. Take a look at our key players for tonight's matchup. First for the home team.
Described by head coach Mike Oliveira as the best women's quarterback in the world, Michelle Angel is a proven veteran that can make any throw possible and has ice water running through her veins.
And the key player for the visitors from the City of Angels?
Marissa Lopez. Tonight is the debut for first-year quarterback Marissa Lopez. She's very accurate, has total command of the offense, and LA coach Rory Derry has a ton of confidence in his new quarterback.
Two teams that know each other, two teams hoping to make the playoffs. We'll have opening kick when we return to Austin after this. Austin fans on their feet. And we are ready to get things underway from the HEB Center in Cedar Park.
Let's go, baby.
Austin
Right in the face.
with the opening drive and the first shot at it. There is Michelle Angel, the Golden State native out of Laguna Hills, California.
Sunday, ready?
Coach Oliveira effusive in his praise for her. And as you said, Lane, he called her the best women's quarterback in the history of women's tackle football.
Sunday! Yeah!
Angel under center. Drops back, gets the handoff. Austin picks up a few and diving forward, the extra yards after contact. A nice gain for Austin on first down. Take a look at this Austin offense, and they are going to live and die by number 7. Rachel Washington, one of the top running backs as well. And then maybe the best wide receiver in the game. They call her Cash Money, number 3. We will see what she can come up with, a local product out of Pflugerville, just north of Austin. Empty set. Angel switching things up at the line of scrimmage. An early whistle, and you can see the frustration on the part of number 7.
Remain second down. You can see what happened is she checked to the sideline to try and get a new play. The coach thought they had a better look if she could audible. The problem was by the time she looked over there wasn't enough time to get that play run.
Terry Falcon, our referee, will get you the rest of the officiating crew in just a moment. LA defensively. TJ Zambrano, one of their keys on defense. They lack experience. And this one, incomplete, couldn't hold on. Austin in and out of the hands of the hit laid by the aforementioned captain, the sack master, 23 Zambrano.
What you have right here is a classic route combination. The slot receiver running deep, the inside player running a dig, a little shallow across route. It was there, just not quite connecting.
There it was. Cassandra Bills. And he top wide receivers anywhere. Has the speed, but that time couldn't show off the hands. Brings up 3rd and 12. Angel out of the pocket. Pressure comes. Incomplete. And give full credit to the rush from LA.
Absolutely. A little miscommunication with that wide receiver. And what you'll see on the replay is they're going to bring a safety from the outside. And that safety just quite simply is not accounted for in the blocking package of the offensive line. Really not much you can do. The only thing the quarterback can do in that case is get rid of the ball and try not to take a sack.
Coach Derry said LA, they want to be the aggressor. They want to hit first, and a chance to do so. 4th and 15 for Austin. Complete. Austin looking for the first, and they've got it. Austin, touchdown for the sound. 4th and 15, and Austin takes it to the house.
Man, Kit, we have picked up where we left off last week. What a fantastic individual effort. Here we go. Michelle Angel looking. There's the late crosser right there. Turns it upfield. That's number 7. No, that's number 3, excuse me. Cassandra Bills. What an individual effort right here. Tiptoe on the sideline. She can't hit the pads or she's out of bounds, and it's a touchdown.
Cash Money showing the speed, has the Jets, and Austin up 6-0. Now the point after attempt for the host. And intercepted. LA looking to run this one out, and Austin coming up with the tackle just across the 5-yard line, but Austin unable to find the point after, so it stays 6-0 in favor of the host.
What you can see here is Michelle Angels looking to throw the deep curl route in the back of the end zone, but number 7, Marissa Lopez, is just sitting there watching it the whole time, and it's an interception. What a big play right there.
Wayne, when you and I spoke with Coach Olvera earlier this week, he said they wanted long drives to keep their defense off the field. That being said, I think he'll certainly take this one from Bills. Marissa Lopez, the leader of this side. Her sister, Mariah, the running back, the 2 out of Dallas, as we said, and looking to scramble, trying to find something here, and then Austin defense comes in, laying the lumber, but it's going to be a big gain on 1st down. It'll make it 2nd and short.
I really like that play call. You have an inexperienced quarterback. You need to do everything you can to get them confidence early. When you got those pregame jitters, throwing a pass for the very first play of your career, probably not the best play. Love that call with the run.
Coach Olvera said we have to stop LA's stretch play, and you see what they're able to do right there. Austin defensively, a lot of talent. Whitney Palmer, the middle linebacker out of Huntsville, Alabama, leads the way. Very physical is Palmer. Secondary, not the largest. They may struggle with some tall LA receivers.
Kit, looks like we got a penalty.
Those fouls will offset. Repeat 1st down.
Offsetting fouls. Both sides getting into a few extracurriculars after it. Lopez out of the shotgun. The handoff to her sister, met immediately in on the tackle. Jillian Schmidt for Austin. Chris Daniels there for Austin. The ball hawk coming up from the secondary.
Absolutely, and if you want to know how you provide run support as a safety, boom, right there, number 81, attacking that run play like a missile. Not gonna get much running if she keeps playing like that. What a great tackle.
Out of Chicago is 81 Daniels. We saw her younger sister Stephanie last week. That matchup between Kansas City and Chicago. Daniels now calling Houston home and making the commute over. You'll see that a lot of these players commuting to Austin and LA respectively. The love of the game strong, to say the least. Pulls it back. Lopez nowhere to go. The play blown up. A short gain. Marissa Lopez able to turn nothing into something.
I think what you're going to see here is a little bit of inexperience on the quarterback. That wide receiver coming across in that jet motion, she needs to snap the ball later so that handoff can be earlier so she can pull it for the fake. When it takes too long to ride the running back, the defense is already coming up and reacting, and she got lucky to not take a big loss on that.
Marissa Lopez, not the tallest quarterback at 5'6". Coach Derry likening her to Drew Brees, a quarterback you know well from his time at Austin Westlake. And again, the run goes nowhere. Miscommunication in Austin there defensively.
Yes, you're exactly right, Kit. I think what you're going to see on this play is two players run into each other, both tight ends, both run into each other, and at that point, it's a blown-up play. Again, lucky not to take a big loss on that. 2 plays in a row where it just didn't quite work out for LA. A little, first, the things that you expect to see in the first game, but they need to get that cleared up as soon as possible.
Brings up 4th and 4. Austin was able to convert a 4th and 15 in their first drive, turned it into a touchdown. Can LA do something similar? The handoff. Mariah Lopez slung down in the backfield. Whitney Palmer there for Austin.
All right, so what you've seen here from LA is you've seen 3 misdirection running plays in a row, and they haven't been able to pull one of them off. So you see it right here, 1, 2, up the middle. Again, all of this is just taking just a little bit too long. They're not fooling a veteran defense like Austin.
Palmer, Coach Olivera calls her the linebacker from hell, a handful of jersey, and that's enough to force a turnover on downs. It'll be Austin ball, the Sound leading 6-0 when we return. 5:01 remaining in the first quarter. Austin on top, 6-0, courtesy of that woman right there. Cassandra Bills, a home run threat. Austin, 4th and 15 on their first drive, and well, 4th and long. Who else are you going to go to? Bills comes up with a TD.
Cash money, that's who I'm going to.
That's what they call her, and for good reason. Austin able to get the stop, and it is going to be a short field for the Sound, looking to extend to this early advantage. Angel under center. Almost getting the defense to jump. It'll be a handoff. Austin looking to keep it on the ground, and Austin around the side and in. Sydney English runs it in for the Sound.
What a great run play right here. No frills, nothing fancy, just power, smash mouth, one cut. Let's get north and south into the end zone. Great block right there from her lead back into the end zone. And right now it's 12-0, and it's going to be a big series coming up for the Los Angeles Black Storm.
English, the Lake Tahoe, California native. Coach Olivera praises her difficulty to tackle as this point after attempt no good, so it stays 12-0. English with the touchdown, a second lieutenant in the Army stationed up at Fort Hood, and Austin putting on a show early on. They have put their stamp on this one.
Absolutely. I think we were talking about over the break, Kit. I think at some point Los Angeles is going to have to do some sort of passing game. Here you see again the great run by Sid English. She's got a rugby background. You can certainly see it right there. But we were talking about LA is going to have to do something, some sort of quick pass of some type to let at least Austin know that they're going to try to pass, and more importantly, get Marissa Lopez a little confidence.
Lopez is yet to attempt a pass. See if that changes here in their second series. Trailing 12-0 on cue. Lopez back, has a receiver too far in front of her intended target. Trying to air it out to Nina Claude, the cheetah, the speedster, but even she couldn't catch up to it.
And I really like this play call here. It's a simple read. You're throwing as far as you can. We call it throwing the receiver open. Throw it out there as far as you can. If they catch up to it, that's great. If not, at least now Austin knows they have to respect the deep ball.
Claude, the fastest on the Black Storm roster. See if they elect to go to her again. Again to the air, and just too far in front. It'll bring up 3rd and 10, a pair of incompletions in the first 2 passing attempts for Marissa Lopez.
This is the second pass play in a row where there's been a double team on that deep route. This one was Anna Garza and number 81, Chris Daniels. That is going to be hard for a young quarterback to feather that ball in there like that.
Amaguchi, the Japan native, the intended target there. 3rd and 10 for Lopez. Receiver in motion. Has plenty of time, looks to scramble and hit just 2 yards over the line of scrimmage. The Austin defense bows its neck yet again.
What a great play here, coming up from the strong safety position. Ana Garza, you'll see it right here. She's going to have her eyes in the backfield playing a zone defense. She breaks off on the receiver. When the quarterback scrambles, she's right there ready to go. Big play, 4th down again. Man, this game, I don't want to say it's going to get out of hand. It's too early, but this is a big down here.
Garza and English combining on the tackle. Garza, the Monterrey, Mexico native. Pressure comes, Lopez incomplete. Had, dare I say, her favorite target, her sister Mariah, but Mighty Mouse couldn't hang on. And it's going to be another turnover on downs.
Here you go, you got a crossing route right here. The linemen do a great job. That quarterback, though, she just sit back there waiting in a zone for anyone who comes to her across into her area. She's right there waiting for it. Even if that is complete, it's not going anywhere.
It'll be the 2nd time Austin has had a short field. 2nd time in their 3 offensive drives, 2nd in a row. They made the most of it with a Sid English rushing touchdown the last time they were in this situation. We'll see what Angel and company elect to do here.
Almost the exact same spot, kid.
Time out. Los Angeles.
The Black Storm will take a timeout. They saw that formation. They saw English in the backfield. And they want to talk things over. 2:26 remaining in the first. Austin on top, 12-0, courtesy of a Bills and English touchdown. The host with an early lead and a chance to add to it.
I got you.
Week 2 of XLeague football live from the HEB Center in Cedar Park, and it's Austin on top. Back to the action here in the Lone Star State. Austin, 1st and 10, another short field, and here comes English. Goes around the top side and wrapped up. Last time English was in this situation, took it to the house. LA not allowing that, but a big gain on 1st down for Austin's star running back.
No, they're definitely going to be ahead of the chains after this. Really good block right there by number 15, Misty Gonzalez, the tight end, leading the way. Didn't take it to the end zone, but certainly a good pickup on 1st down.
Austin want to get themselves in 3rd and short, says Coach O. We want those gains of 5 yards or more on 1st, and able to do just that. It's 2nd and 3 for the Sound.
Sunday.
Angel just keeps getting better.
Sunday.
Real student of the game, and you can see it early in this one. Out of the shotgun. Pressure comes, has a receiver, and able to link up. That one looking for Bills. Bills just couldn't come down with it.
Here you go right here. Good protection. Pretty good route. You'll see this ball is going to be behind the wide receiver Bills. If that ball is in front of her, if Michelle Angel can put that ball in front of Cassandra Bills, probably looking at another touchdown.
Lindsey Cash, the captain there, the Oakland native, in past the fence. 3rd and 3. Pressure coming. Angel has a wide receiver out in the flat. It's going to be a race to the pylon, and Austin able to get in. Mandy Pena, the jalapeno, with the touchdown.
Great play right here. Watch the running back, Pena. She's going to circle around and flare out of the back, and then it's just who wants it more. 2 LA Black Storm, 1 jalapeno, and the jalapeno comes out on top. And it's another first quarter touchdown for the Austin Sound.
Another native Texan out of Kennedy is Pena. Coach says she is the real Rudy Story. She tried and tried, finally made this team.
Oh, you called it?
She has been a huge factor ever since. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Austin in control. Rare smile there from Coach O. Not something you see often from the consummate competitor, but you'd imagine he's pretty pleased with what he's seen thus far.
Well, if he's a coach, he's always going to find something to correct. That's what we do. But as far as, I mean, really, kid, how could it be going much better for him than right now? You've had the ball 3 times. You've scored every time. You've had short fields. Everything's looking great for you.
And his counterpart, Rory Derry, just trying to get something going in offense. They've been stuck in neutral. Point after attempt, a little flip back to English. English trying to pick her way through, met by a wall of purple jerseys, but still keeps the legs churning. And the whistle is going to blow this one dead, just short of the line. But give full credit to Sid English. She really wanted that one.
She did. I was wondering, have they officially called it not in? It looks like they have. Boy, she was really moving the pile. A lot of power in those legs from Sydney English. Fullback running, taking almost the entire LA defense with her.
Yeah, take a look at the former rugby player. This is all heart right here.
That is 5 members of the LA Black Storm defense, and Sydney English is still trying to push the pile forward. What a fantastic effort. And it's 18-0 right now, Kit. This is definitely a critical drive here from LA. Got to get some points.
And the Black Storm has to get in gear. Can they hear a handoff around the side? It's going to be a first down for Mariah Lopez. Exactly what LA needed.
All right, and here's the difference between this. This is, again, a little bit of a misdirection play here. The difference between this one, there's no fake. It's just a handoff and hit at full speed, and here we go. I really like that. It doesn't give that Austin defense a chance to read the play, get to the line of scrimmage. Boom! It hits quick, and a great job on first down right there.
Marissa with the handoff to her sister Mariah picks up the fresh set of downs. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Lopez again, the handoff. Mariah tries to stiff arm one, but this time wrapped up after a short gain. Austin sniffed that one out.
One of the things that defense coordinator Garrett Mercantile said they wanted to stop was the outside run play from the LA Black Storm. They definitely do a great job of it on that right there. They string it out a little bit. They get 3 yards, but I promise they wanted more.
First quarter comes to a close, and Austin in control. 3 touchdowns from the host, and the Sound lead the visitors from the Golden State 18-0. Second quarter coming up after this. Start of quarter number 2 here at the HEB Center. Austin on top of LA, the hosts. A pretty rude welcome to the visitors thus far in LA. They're going to have to get something going on offense. It has been all Austin this far, but here comes Mariah Lopez. She's been the bright spot for that Black Storm offense.
Absolutely, and that's the exact same play they started the drive with, and I don't mind doing that. One of the coaches that I played for, he was legendary, and he would run a play until another team stops it. If you look right there, the only thing that stopped Mariah Lopez was his turf monster.
Brings up 3rd and short. Marissa Lopez out of the shotgun, takes the direct snap, will run it herself. Good for the first down, and able to move the chains. A big first down for LA.
That is big. They need something out of this drive. They need some sort of points. I don't think it's enough just to get some sort of moral victory and get down there and get close, but I love the way this drive started.
We knew with LA's untested quarterback, that untested offense, it was going to be a battle tonight against Whitney Palmer and company, and that has proven to have been the case. But hopefully for the Black Storm fans, they are starting to settle down. A great opportunity to put points on the board here. 1st and 10, empty backfield. Pressure comes. Lopez able to elude one and picks up about 3 yards before she's wrapped up.
Nothing really going right here. for Marissa Lopez. She's trying to read a couple different receivers. There's look one, there's look two, and then the rush there, and there's really not much that can go on. But you can see certainly coming up right there, Allie Fan from the strong safety. I'm really impressed. Really impressed with both of these safeties, how quickly they get into the run fit. It's very, very impressive. It shows me that they're very, very well coached.
Allie Fan, Chris Daniels, two of the top safeties in the league. 2nd and 7, another handoff. Here comes Mariah Lopez, still on her feet. And finally, this one blown dead as Austin comes in with the reinforcements. And Mariah Lopez, she has been to the offense by and large thus far. They've got to get her some help because she's taking some big hits.
Absolutely, and this is a little interesting play. They actually line her up at tight end right there, not the traditional running back. Same idea, though. Get her around on a quick hitter, get an athlete in space and see what she can do.
Again, Coach Derry says she is absolutely fearless, is Mariah Lopez. Lopez sisters out of Dallas. They have a contingent of friends and family that have made the trip down Interstate 35 to root them on here tonight. Pressure comes. Was able to get away. Across the 5 she goes, and what a job from the elusive quarterback.
Absolutely. What you can see, and this happens a lot in football. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry, I was just concerned that something may have happened to quarterback Marissa Lopez. Thankfully not. You see this, I know that rusher right there misses the tackle, but by the time the quarterback has to duck and jive, and anytime you're moving side to side, there's 6 headhunters coming for you, and the play's busted by then.
Allie Fan, first to her, couldn't make the tackle. 3rd and 2. A flag comes in.
Delay of game. Offense number 7.
Oh, that hurts right there. You got 3rd and 2. You've got any play you want in the playbook. Now you're back to 3rd and 7. Man, that is probably, again, another look at Marissa Lopez, not quite keeping her eye on the play clock, being aware of how much time she had. But, wow, 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7, that's a big difference.
Killer penalty there. We'll see what Lopez can make of it as she's been backed up 5 yards. 3rd and 7. Pressure comes. Has a complete. No! Had the receiver, bobbled it, and couldn't come down with it. Thought for all the world that Kessler had it, but not the case. Austin in late to dislodge it.
Oh, my goodness. Coach Derry's kicking himself. The perfect play call at the perfect time. A perfect pass from your first-year quarterback, and Kessler just can't come up with it.
4th and 7.
Ready, set, go.
Empty backfield. Lopez looks to scramble and absolutely blasted short of the goal line. But enough for the first down as somehow Marissa Lopez picks up the first.
What a gutsy play from the quarterback. It's not there. She scrambles. She knows she's going to get hit. Look how much it means to her. She's going to sacrifice her body right there, not even worry about Chris Daniels coming up from the safety position, gets her team a first down, and in a really, really, really good position to get their first much-needed points of the game.
What a hit from Daniels. Lopez knew it was coming, and Marissa stood in, picks up the new set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. A cross, and in LA is on the board. The quarterback keeper, Marissa Lopez, with the opening touchdown for the Black Storm.
I'm telling you, they needed those points so badly, and a great job, great poise from a new quarterback. Showed a lot of fight, a lot of desire on that drive. The team needed somebody to step up and say, I'll be the guy. I'm going to be the one you can count on. And that was number 7, Marissa Lopez, on that drive right there.
Coach Derry raves about her pocket presence and IQ. Hopefully this will settle her down. Point after attempt coming for LA. Lopez looks to run, and she will, untouched, in and across. And what a drive from the Black Storm. Number 7 leading the way the entire way.
Absolutely. It's a man-to-man defense, so all the D-backs are going to be with their wide receiver. Defensive end doesn't keep contained. And another excellent play by Marissa Lopez. Kit kind of feels like she may be hitting her stride a little bit in this game.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of LA. Lopez settling in, the quarterback sneak, 1st and goal, all smiles from number 7 in purple. The keeper on the point after attempt, and they've cut it to an 11-point deficit, 5:33 remaining in the first half. And now we'll see if their defense can get a stop, something they have not been able to do thus far tonight.
Nope.
Austin, 1st and 10, a long field after the LA touchdown. To the air they go, caught by Daniels. Daniels races down the sideline and in. One play for the touchdown. Daniels takes it to the house.
Well, Austin says anything you can do, LA, I can do better. It's another in-cutting route. Bullet thrown right there by Angel, and it's 81. Chris Daniels in a foot race, and you are not going to catch her. And any momentum that LA might have had is now gone. 2 defenders run into each other, and at that point, it is say goodnight to this one, and another touchdown from Austin Sound.
Austin with an immediate response, and they extend the lead at 24-7. Austin, 5 minutes remaining in the first half. .438 remaining in the first half. Austin leading LA 24-7 here at the HEB Center in Cedar Park. Coach Olvera, his side giving up their first points of the game. Marissa Lopez at the quarterback keeper, able to come away with the point after as well. But Austin responded less than 30 seconds later. Daniels with the touchdown.
Now, Kit, this is the only thing Austin hasn't done today. They have not converted on a PAT. Let's see if they can for the first time tonight.
Daniels 1st and 10 took it the length of the field. Point after attempt. As you said, it has eluded Austin thus far. Everything else has been their way.
That's a penalty too. Can you throw that?
Angel.
Can you throw that? Yep, thank you. Hey, thank you, 33.
And that is what you get from a veteran quarterback. Angel knows this game as well as anybody.
Disconcerting signals on the defense, delay of game. That penalty will be enforced on ensuing kickoff.
Kit, you took the words right out of my mouth. When you have a quarterback that knows the league inside and out, sometimes they help the ref a little bit.
Angel acting as the QB and maybe the back judge there as well. Austin, point after attempt, and they've got it complete. Cash money, Cassandra Bills. And Austin now on top, 25-7.
All right, what you got here is you got a little twirl route to the top of the screen. The wide receiver cuts in, goes hard outside, and that ball is right on the money for Cassandra Bills. Again, quick stride, big play, converting the PAT. Everything going right so far for the Austin Sound, Kid.
Bills, a local product out of Pflugerville, just northeast of Austin proper. Coach and team rave about her personality. They say she's the one. It doesn't matter the score. She brings the energy, has that bubbly personality that you have to have that player. Bills, she can certainly play. Her second big reception had the opening touchdown for Austin. But now the pressure back on LA and Marissa Lopez. They responded a long drive last time out. Handoff to her sister Mariah. Mariah cutting, picking her way through. A nice gain on first down for the Black Storm.
Good job. She's going to pick up about 5 yards in this play. They really must trust their tight end on the right side. They run to the right an awful lot. Be interesting to see if defensive coordinator Garrett Mercantile picks up on that trend. I assume if I can pick that up in the booth, he can pick that up on the field. We'll see if they start getting that defense moving to the offense's right.
Kessler, the tight end on that top side. Also, Julian Schmidt there as well. Two big blockers. Another handoff, and again to the right side it goes, but Austin not fooled. Quickly there, Daniels coming up from her safety spot to make the tackle.
What are they doing? Illegal defense the whole line. They came up too close.
You heard it. Austin, illegal defense
on Austin. Entire line was too close. 5-yard penalty. It'll be a first down.
And that is indeed the call. So the 5-yard penalty, LA, it'll make it 1st and 5 for the visitors.
You have to maintain a 3-yard buffer. If you get inside that, your defensive line is too close, and that's what got them the penalty on that.
3:57 remaining in the first half. LA with a great chance to cut into this Austin lead. Talk about finishing a half strong. That is exactly what Rory Derry's side is looking to do here. Lopez drops back, takes to the air, intercepted. Austin with the pick. And here they come. Austin looking to bring it back, and they will. Taken back to the house, the pick six. Who else but Cash Money, Cassandra Bills.
And it's all going right for Austin. A severely underthrown ball right here from Marissa Lopez, and Cassandra Bills from her cornerback position right there ready to pick it up. And what can't she do?
Personal foul, 71. Defense, late hit on the cornerback. That'll be a 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. First down, Los Angeles.
And what a turn that is. Palmer with the late hit on the quarterback, and that pick six from Bills comes off the board.
Here you go. You're going to see it coming up in the replay, and it is late. I mean, you've got to play aggressive, but you also got to pull off when it's time to pull off. Wasn't the absolute most ferocious hit, but they do protect the quarterbacks in football. You got to lay off that.
But a huge penalty, the late hit. Pick six comes off, and to the air goes Lopez, too tall for Schmidt. The former high jumper, not even she could come down with that one.
You know, a lot of home run balls here from Los Angeles, trying to hit the deep shot. Maybe to get your quarterback a little confidence, throw a couple short routes. Maybe that tight end sneaking out into the flat. Maybe just kind of 5-yard, hitch it up, get your eyes back on the quarterback. Something short and simple. Just get a couple completions together and build that confidence level up in the passing game.
LA, this is a huge chance for LA. They thought it was a pick six. Austin was able to extend the lead. Instead, they can cut into this lead before half if they can find another touchdown. Lopez again underneath, wide open receiver. LA with the first down and then some. A great find in the flat as it's Jessica Medina with the first down.
That's right. And I just said in the previous comment, looking for a tight end into the flat. Well, watch what this is. That's a tight end sneaking out into the flat. Easy throw. Very, very high percentage of completion rate. Makes the quarterback believe she can do it. That's going to be huge in this game moving forward.
Massive catch for the rookie out of Rancho Cucamonga.
2-minute warning and a half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. LA will have 1st and 10 in good field position for the Black Storm. But Austin with the lead, 25-7, the Sound on top. History is made. The inaugural season of XLeague football. The fans in Austin enjoying themselves immensely. We hope you are as well. Week 2, and we had a instant classic in week 1. And Chicago on the road, able to take down Kansas City in overtime. But Austin in control early on. 1:59 remaining in the first half. LA looking to find something, and Lopez is met in the backfield, stood up by Sid English.
All right, so what you're going to see on this play right here is middle linebacker number 71, Whitney Palmer. She's going to absolutely blow up the center, and the running back's got to cut back in the teeth of the defense. It's one of those plays where Whitney Palmer's not showing up in the stat book, but she is responsible for that play right there.
Second and goal. Lopez flush, gets away from one. A second, still on her feet. And down within the 5, they will mark her at the 2. And that, again, Marissa Lopez able to turn nothing into a positive gain.
Again, this is going to be a good rush up the middle for Whitney Palmer. Right now, their center for LA, Jessica Medina, she's having her hands full, but a good job of that quarterback getting something to happen.
Lopez makes it 3rd and goal. Under a minute remaining in the half. This could be a game changer momentum-wise going into that halftime break. Lopez takes it herself around the corner. Lopez stops short.
I need a block.
4th and goal for LA.
It's a quarterback run all the way right here. Lopez doing what she can to get into the end zone again. It's the D-backs coming up with the big tackle. This is going to be number 81 right there. Meeting her head on, stopping her. As you said, Kit, 4th down, big down. What does LA have right here? They desperately need a score. Down 3 scores already, and they do not want to go into halftime with the deficit any more than it is right now.
Chris Daniels, the Austin safety, first of a trio of sound tackles to get to her. You've got to give, you said it earlier, Austin safeties, they have been playing downhill from the opening snap.
Their D-backs, their D-backs come. They're well coached. Let me tell you something else too. It's also a product of not having much of a passing game. So the defensive backs they can keep their eyes into that backfield, and anytime Marissa Lopez starts to scramble, they're coming like a cruise missile, trying to get to that quarterback or the running back or whatever it is. Let's see what Coach Rory Jerry wants to do here on this big 4th down.
4th and goal from the 3. Lopez with the keeper. Lopez stops short. Austin again. And the defense for the Sound continues to put on a show. Mandy Pena with the tackle, and she is down after the massive collision.
Mandy Pena coming up with strong run defense from her cornerback position. And let's hope that she's going to be okay. I like the move to class LA. They all took a knee with the injured player from Austin. They are opponents. They are against each other. They're getting after each other. But at the end of the day, I really like to see that kind of sportsmanship on the field.
And that's a touchdown saver. Marissa Lopez just inches away from getting across, and you see the reaction of number 7 in purple. How big will that stop loom as we head to half number 2?
Oh, anytime you're going into that halftime, you want the momentum. That's a huge momentum builder for Austin, and that's a bit of a crushing blow for Los Angeles. Now let's make sure Austin, I bet you see a couple run plays up the middle on this. There's no reason to take a safety or anything like that. Give LA anything to get excited about. I look to see Austin play this pretty close to their vest right here.
That being said, Austin, they have shown off the home run ball on more than one occasion. Does not appear that they will in this, but when you've got cash money, Cassandra Bills, it is always on the table. 1st and 10 from their own 2. To the air they go, wide open. Here comes Bills. She's going to take it to the house. Bills again. How she is so wide open, I have no idea, and she makes LA pay once again.
Kit, they just lose track of her. They don't see her. No one lines up across from her. The safety sees it late. You see her on the screen, there's no one there. The safety sees her late, but she can't cover that much ground with the speedster. Just a complete and total mental breakdown on the part of Los Angeles. And man, I thought they were going to play it coach to the vest. They did nothing but, and I don't blame them. If you're not going to cover their speedster, man, I'm going to pick up and throw it to Cassandra Bills every time. And you don't ever know what's going to happen in the second half, Kit, but that could be a dagger in the heart of Los Angeles.
Remember, Bills had the opening touchdown. Austin 1st and 10, took it to the house.
Number 7 quarterback, 5-yard penalty.
Austin picking up the delay
1
of
time
game.
down, we're going to try.
Point after attempt coming. Had a pick 6, which she took to the house. It was wiped off the scoreboard due to a late hit against Austin. But Bills, she has shown what an impact player she is in every single phase and facet of this ball game. Point after attempt from Angel and Austin.
Veggie 11, Sunday.
Again, you would imagine Bills the top target. She'll be to the top of your screen. Pressure comes, caught but shy. Flag comes in late. That was Vicky Koenig, the tight end out of New Braunfels, who made the reception.
Absolutely, and this is definitely a pass interference penalty.
Pass interference, Los Angeles number 2. That penalty half the distance goal. Retry.
That's going to be on number 2, Samaya Jones. She definitely going to get there early. And it's really, again, Kit, you know I'm a defensive guy, but when it's that obvious, there's not much a ref can do about it.
I won't forget you this time.
Jones, the Garden State native out of Morristown, New Jersey.
Sunday.
Pass interference against her, and that'll make it a much more manageable PAT attempt. To the air. Intercepted by LA. This one just thrown up. Austin unable to come down with it, but Austin the touchdown courtesy of Cassandra Bills, and they extend the lead 31-7. The sound lead, just 7 seconds remaining in the half.
Here's another look of the touchdown coming up. Again, there's just no one there. I mean, anyone could complete that pass right there. I think LA's really got to get back to the basics in the locker room, kind of settle down. Let's figure out something that can work, and certainly make sure you're lined up right on defense. If you're not lined up right, I mean, it's hard enough to stop this Austin offense. Normally, if you're not lined up right, it's impossible.
Austin literally the length of the field in a single play as Angel was in her own end zone when she threw it. Lopez has a receiver open, complete. But not enough. Austin able to make the tackle. Mayra De La Cruz, the Mexico City native there, as the first half comes to a close. But at the break, it's Austin on top. The Sound lead the Black Storm 31-7 at half.
Guess what? You're not a rookie anymore. It's game time. That's a grown-ass woman out there trying to fuck you up. And I need grown-ass women ready to fight back. Okay? So we got to go one play at a time. One play at a time, ladies. All right? I believe we get the ball back. Start the second half. We got to execute that Storm offense. We got to go out there and put in some work.
Are you tired?
Get your sisters in.
No.
Get your sisters in the game.
You tired? Go hit her in the fucking mouth again. Go. Go. No stop. No breaks. You said it. No breaks. Go. Let's put them away. Okay? But the only way that you're going to do that is if you go out and hit them in the mouth now. They get the ball first, defense. Hit her in the fucking mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Close the fucking show like a championship football team.
Big fact.
Tell you what, man. If I was anybody else looking at us on that side of the ball, I'd be licking my chops right now because we don't look so good on that side of the ball. We're going to clean this shit up and look like a championship football team in the third quarter. All right?
Yep.
Win this motherfucker.
Take a look at our first half highlights. Austin wasted no time. Cassandra Bills able to tightrope the top sideline and brought it in. 2.5 minutes in, Austin was on the board, and they did not look back. Sydney English able to find the touchdown. Austin on top, 12-0, and again to the air they went. The Jalapena, Mandy Pena, made it 18-0 at the end of the first quarter. But then Marissa Lopez, the quarterback snake, had the PAT as well. And Austin just continued to put on a show on offense. Chris Daniels made it 25-7. And then the INT is cash money. Cassandra Bills thought she had a pick six. This one brought back for a late hit on the quarterback. But Bills is able to find another one with just 17 seconds remaining in the half. Bills left wide open, takes it to the house, and Austin on top 31-7 at the break. First half highlights, Lane, and you see Austin, they are getting it done, 15.5 yards per play. Backer Lane, you yourself a former defensive lineman, a former coach. Is there ever a happy coach? Is there such thing as a perfect half? Because, Coach, I mean, he's saying it right there. There are things we have to work on, even though his side is up 31-7.
Well, I'll tell you, definitely as a coach, one of the hardest things to do is to make sure your team stays sharp when you're in a pretty lopsided game. They definitely want to stay sharp. They definitely want to execute to the fullest. And any coach, as long as they're coaching, they're going to want to try and play a perfect game.
Well, Michelle Angel, his star veteran quarterback, the Golden State native out of Laguna Hills. What a first half for her. 4 completions, 4 touchdowns.
Kid, am I reading this right? Every pass that Michelle Angel has completed has been a touchdown?
That's not a bad first half stat line for Austin's star quarterback, but it's going to be Marissa Lopez in LA with the opening drive here. Hands off to her sister and taken down by Bills. Cassandra Bills has been all across the field tonight.
Another slow developing misdirection play right here. And Cassandra Bills coming in for a corner spot. She's not fooled. I tell you what, I am extremely impressed with Cassandra Bills. There is nothing I've seen that she can't do.
Austin coaching staff, they billed her as the best wide receiver in the league, but I don't think they gave her enough credit for her defensive prowess. Take a look at Lopez's first half stats. Just 2 completions in 6 attempts. The lone touchdown came on the ground. The quarterback keeper from number 7 in purple. Lopez drops back, has a player, couldn't find her, actually had 2, and it was Jillian Schmidt wide open along the top sideline, but couldn't get it to number 81.
You're going to look right here. There's actually going to be even more open player. Number 11, the tight end sneaking out, Sabrina Kessler. She's on the left side all by herself. Of course, Nina Claude was open as well, just couldn't get the ball to her.
Austin, that pressure starting to pay dividends as Lopez maybe getting a bit skittish there in the pocket. 3rd and 8 for Lopez in LA. Drops back, good protection provided. No one open, will tuck it to run. Lopez still on her feet. And finally, Austin able to come up with the tackle, but a nice gain on 3rd. We'll see if it's good enough for the first down.
You know, and you're talking about, well, is a coach ever really satisfied? Just when you think you're going to be satisfied, something like this happens. You have them down and out, and then you let that quarterback get out of the pocket for a big first down. Great job just being a competitor there by Marissa Lopez. Play breaks down. She makes something out of nothing, picks up a really good game.
English and Washington in on the tackle. Be first down. Lopez scrambles, picks up a new set of downs. Keeps the drive alive. Another 3rd down converted. Ball right at midfield. The whistle before the snap.
Play again. Los Angeles, number 7.
LA not doing themselves any favors, unable to get the snap off in time.
Again, little simple execution thing. 2nd time in a row that Marissa Lopez has not gotten that play off in time. She's going to have to learn to do these little things in order to become one of the good quarterbacks.
Ready! 1st and 15 after the delay of game penalty. Off to Mariah. Mariah met after a gain of maybe 2. Sid English with the tackle for Austin.
Yeah, look, Austin plays a lot of zone defense, and they're basically, those corners are keying the closest wide receiver to them. If that wide receiver doesn't go out for a block, they just sit there. And there you go, right there, sitting there waiting to come up from their cornerback position. That's going to be number 21, Rachel Washington. I think LA thinks these cornerbacks are going to bail out, but they don't. They're playing zone. Their eyes in the backfield. They're just going to sit there and wait for that to come.
2nd and long after the short gain on first. Lopez takes to the air. Incomplete. She threw that one into triple coverage, and Daniels disappointed that she didn't come away with the interception. Some frustration after the play, and both sides need to be careful.
You know, again, this is the only thing that Austin can do to really hurt themselves is to lose their cool. I mean, they've got this game well under control. The only thing that's going to hurt them, silly penalties, getting people maybe kicked out of the game with a close pitch punch, something like that. You just really don't need to do that.
See if we can get a replay. I saw Nina Claude in amongst the thick of it for LA. Here's another look. Again,
it's an underthrown deep ball right there. That's certainly not what starts. It's going to be something that happens after the play. Let's see if we can pick it up. There it is. It's already there. It looks like number 71, Whitney Palmer, the middle linebacker from Hell's in the middle of it. But then it doesn't take long for the LA Sound to get involved. Looks like no penalties came out of that, though. That's odd. I figured they'd at least throw one to get that game calmed down a little bit.
We'll bring up 3rd and long for the Black Storm. Empty backfield for Marissa Lopez. Just too tall for her intended target. Sneaking out of the backfield was Medina, but couldn't link up, but there is a flag.
This penalty is going to be Whitney Palmer in the neutral zone here. She came early from her linebacker position.
Offsides, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
You'll see her jump early, right in the middle of your screen on defense. There she is. That's going to be the 5-yard penalty. Good route concept right there.
The inaugural home game for their side. 3rd and 9. Lopez to the air, has her target intercepted. Austin with it. Daniels. Here comes Chris Daniels for the Sound. 5. And touchdown. Daniels with a pick 6. Had one in the first half, wiped off the board for a late hit. Austin, as you said, needs to be careful. A big pick 6 from Daniels in the Sound.
This ball's a little underthrown, but the wide receiver kind of stops running. She turns around to look at the ball. You've got to run full speed to the ball, and then you can catch it. We say catch it with your feet first. Now take nothing away from 81 Chris Daniels being Johnny on the spot, and a great return. And watch this block by 71 Palmer. She's going to put her into the wall. Man, this is a physical Austin team. And Whitney Palmer's probably the most physical of the bunch.
Palmer blowing up Jillian Schmidt there in the interception return as Austin takes it all the way back. Now the point after attempt. Couldn't bring it in. Just took her eyes off it at the last possible second. A rare miscue from Austin.
Kit, you're exactly right. I think the wide receiver here just takes her eyes off the ball. It's there, and she's not quite able to get up with it. Maybe if I'm being picky, Michelle Angel threw that ball a little bit on her back hip instead of in front of her, and that's going to be enough to keep Coach Olvera fired up over there on the sideline. The little details, the little things that you've got to get done if you're really going to be a championship team.
Villalobos, the local product out of Manor, just east of Austin, couldn't come away with it. And had she, I got a feeling the Wolfpack, that is her own personal cheering section, would have been on their feet. 37-7, Austin on top. Just over halfway through quarter number 3. Lopez needs to be careful. The last time she was out through the pick 6, and you can see Daniels wants another. She's a ball hawk in every sense of the word.
They're licking their chops over on that Austin defense. I think the pass comes out of her hands a little bit quick on this. Tight end needs to get a little more time to get out into the route, and there's going to be a larger window to get that pass completed.
LA in danger of this one turning into a blowout, and still the fourth quarter remaining. Need to settle things down, pick up a few first downs, and see if they can march this one into the end zone. But again, to the air, caught. No, dropped it. That time it was Kessler. And again, the tensions starting to show, nerves fraying after the incomplete pass.
You know, I see the refs need to maybe throw a flag here on one of these to kind of get control of the game. It's a little bit chippy, and I think they need to maybe an offsetting personal foul, something like that. I do like this route. It is a simple crossing pattern right there. That pass is a little bit high, can't quite come in with it. Sabrina Kessler, the tight end, but I do like the route. It's an easy read for the quarterback. We're talking about finding something you can do, something you can improve on, and that's definitely it. I think this little melee stuff after the game is something both teams can improve on as well.
And electing to keep it up the middle, little misdirection there, and a nice gain from Mariah Lopez.
It's the first misdirection play where they've had the fake, and they've hit the ball running up the middle. I like it. They've set it up. They've gone outside, outside, outside on it, and there you go, Mariah Lopez hitting it north and south up the middle. Good little wrinkle in the play call there.
Coach Derry getting deeper into the playbook. Mariah Lopez again, and she is leveled at the line of scrimmage. Austin coming up to lower the boom. What a hit from the sound.
That's an outside stretch play. Talking with Coach Olvera earlier this week, said that was the main run from the LA Sound, that outside stretch run play. They have definitely worked on that because Cassandra Bills was all over it.
Yadith Lopez, the master of disaster, another Sinaloa native there in on the hit. Another experienced player from that Liga Pacifico down in her home state. Coaches, he's found these players south of the border. And Austin able to get the turnover on downs, and here comes Angel back to work for the Sound. Handoff, Washington. And Washington pulled down from behind. A big gain on first down for Rachel Washington.
What a spark right there. A little bit of a different runner than Sydney English. A little bit more top-end speed right there. Hit the hole running up. Good run right there. It's like a little bit of a tackle with the hair right there. That's a penalty, I believe, that the referees missed on the play.
They did indeed. The La Mesa native, former Angelo State University pole vaulter, which is a rave about her speed, and certainly had it on display there. It'll bring up first and goal for Austin. Empty backfield for Angel. There's a miscommunication.
Remains first down.
Quarterback came up to the line of scrimmage. You can hear her calling Sunday, Sunday. That's kind of international football lingo for we're going to go on the first sound I make after I call out anything I need to. Looks like half the team heard Sunday, half the team heard something else, and it's a 5-yard penalty regardless.
First and goal, but Austin having to back up 5 yards. First and goal from the 10. Angel looks down, had her target, but great coverage from LA. 2 there, able to knock it away.
That's a good job right there. That's the first play that I can remember in a while where Los Angeles really did look like they were exactly where they were supposed to be on defense. We saw that miscommunication at the end of the first half where there wasn't anyone lined up over Bills. But that time it looked like everybody was on the same page. Again, that's something, that's a building block.
Austin making a change at quarterback. Villanueva, the Orange native there in Southeast Texas. Coach calls her the future. The 22-year-old on will take the direct snap. Unable to pick up more than a few as she goes around the corner to her first duties under center.
Good job right here, keeping contained, chasing down the quarterback for number 23, TJ Zambrano. We highlighted her in the opening, a defensive end that they're very high on for the Los Angeles Black Storm, and you can certainly see why with plays like that.
Villanueva, a former college softball player, has an absolute cannon for an arm, says Coach Olvera. Really, that is what put her on the map. Getting her second snap in place of Angel. Unable to connect, a lot of contact, no flags coming in. Thought the contact was early. Washington thought the same, but not the case. As the third quarter comes to a close, Austin having extended their lead. And the Sound with a pick 6 INT, the only points in the third quarter for either side, as Austin now leads by 30. The Sound 37, the Black Storm 7. Fourth quarter coming up. Whitney Palmer, the middle linebacker from hell, says Coach Olvera, the Huntsville, Alabama native. What a show she has put on tonight.
Look at this at the end of that pick 6, taking number 81, Jillian Smith, driving her 3 yards back in the air and straight into the wall. They've got her listed as 5'8", 165. Kit looking more like 6'8", 265 the way she plays.
It runs a 4.4 40. I'll say one thing. Coach Olvera, when you and I spoke with him earlier this week, he said she is our, quote, secret weapon.
Ball start, 75, Austin, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
If she was secret, it was for about one play.
Exactly, not anymore. I believe she will be accounted for in every future offensive blocking scheme that Austin may face.
Palmer, absolutely unstoppable. Coach Olvera looking on. He's made the quarterback change. As the former Austin College Rue wide receiver. Villanueva out of the empty set to the air. She goes, had a wide open target, couldn't link up with Dulce Martinez.
That's right, right after the snap. Remember in XLeague, all 7 players are eligible for a pass. That center sneaks out to the right. Just a ball that's going to be off, going to be behind her. Again, I think it's really, really valuable. Coach Olvera is making a great move right here, getting Jonay Villanueva, calls her the future of the franchise, getting her into the game for meaningful reps, not taking a knee, not handing the ball off. But if you wanted to throw the ball in the future, get her some passes right now.
Austin turns it over on downs, unable to complete the 4th down conversion. But LA will have to go the length of the field, something they've been able to do just once today, and it has been tough sledding all night against that Sound defense. And there again to wrap up Mariah Lopez.
That's Austin's Sound defense. They just take care of business on every play. I think what I see right here is I see one side of the ball that is significantly more physical than the other side of the ball at this point in the game. And some of that's going to be a lopsided score, you know, but in every collision, someone's the hammer and someone's the nail. Right now, Austin's the hammer.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Lopez as the slot receiver. No, comes in motion, gets the handoff from her sister. Mariah Lopez tries to find her way through and brought down a yard short. It'll be a gain of 7 and to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a good job right here by running back Mariah Lopez. Watch her set up her block on the edge. Here she comes around. She's going to read that offensive lineman, pushes that defender out. She cuts inside. That picks up another 3 extra yards for her. Gets her down to 3rd and 1. And if needs to be, it's going to be 4th and short. Great cutback right there.
Again, the Lopez sisters, captains, the Dallas natives. It's been a tough return trip to the Lone Star State tonight. Pressure coming, a little dump underneath to Mariah, and a flag comes in, and a pass incomplete. We'll have to check on the dirty laundry on the field.
Maybe defensive holding up at the top of the screen. Let's see, though.
Offsides. Defense, 23-71, 5-yard penalty, be a first down.
I was wrong. It was not defensive holding. It is going to be against Austin, though, and it's going to be a first down. It's going to keep those chains moving.
The drive continues for LA. Austin, rare miscue defensively. They have been incredibly sound, pun intended, tonight. This 30-point lead, just over 8 minutes remaining. Again, Mariah Lopez in motion, takes the handoff, and she is wrapped up. Cassandra Bills knew what was coming. You mentioned the hammer and the nail. No doubt what number 3 was there.
Absolutely. We got this same thing coming off on the right. There's no one out there even trying to block Cassandra Bills coming up. I don't know if they're just hoping that, you know, that Mariah Lopez is just going to be a better athlete in space, or if there's a missed block. But you can't just keep doing it. You got to come up with some way to get out into the secondary on some of these blocking schemes, because one thing's Austin's shown, they can tackle on the back end of this defense.
Precious seconds continuing to tick off the clock. If LA's going to mount the comeback, they need points here. Wide open underneath, able to find the receiver. First down. A big pickup there for Jessica Medina.
Great job, good play call right here. You're going to have both tight ends cross in the middle of the screen. This is a good play versus a zone. Both tight ends cross. You have the receiver at the top is run their defensive back all the way off. That's an easy pitch and catch. I would really like to see more play calls like that from LA moving forward in this game.
A new set of downs for Lopez and company. Again, empty backfield, has a target. That's going to be a hold, you would imagine, on the offensive line as Medina comes away with a reception, but I'm feeling this one is going to come off. Clear holding there up front.
Los Angeles number 87.
So indeed the case.
Here you're going to see this left defensive end fake outside and move inside. And you're doing everything you can to not get your meal ticket quarterback hit in the mouth. You know, it's a holding penalty, but I got to be honest, if I'm a coach, I'd rather them take the holding penalty than get my quarterback planted.
6:39 remaining in the ballgame. Now 1st and 20 after the hold. LA, they will have to wait until week 8. They will host Arizona. Austin will be back in action in week 4. Pressure comes, almost intercepted. Austin had eyes for it. That time Rachel Washington closest to it for the sound.
Trying to hit Jessica Medina here, but one thing, the mistake Marissa Lopez makes, she stares at that wide receiver, excuse me, the tight end, the entire time. Austin sitting back there, reading her eyes, and I'm going to be real honest. That's lucky that Rachel Washington doesn't pick that one off for the second pick 6 of the game on that play. I think Marissa Lopez got a little fortunate on that one.
Washington, the former track star, and I have a feeling if she catches that, nobody is going to catch her before she reaches the end zone. 2nd and 15. Again, Mariah Lopez in motion. Little fake handoff, Marissa with the keeper. Marissa across the 5 and down just short of the goal line.
I'm going to tell you what, Kit. Maybe some of the throws haven't been there, some delay of game penalties that were a little bit sloppy, but there is no one that's watching Marissa Lopez play that can question her toughness. She is an absolute warrior, and she is going to try and single-handedly will her team into the end zone. She's got the only touchdown so far of the night for her.
Jumbo set, 1st and goal from the 1. Lopez tries to power across. And Lopez, we will see. LA saying that she was able to get the nose of the football across. The officials are saying she is just shy.
It does appear that it is just shy, and this is going to be 2nd and goal. It is a mass of humanity right there. All 14 players on the field right there in one spot. That offensive line from LA just can't quite get enough movement, and it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, again, the quarterback keeper, and Lopez has it. Powers across, her 2nd touchdown of the night.
And good for her, she deserves it. She has definitely been a bright spot. She's got an infectious attitude. Anytime your quarterback, you know, that's the leader on the field. Anytime your quarterback's going to sell out for you, that's going to lift the entire team up. Almost Another interception. Marissa Lopez scrambling to her left on the PAT, throwing back to her right, just trying to get anything to happen. Luckily, that one wasn't picked off again by Cassandra Bills and taken back for 2 points.
Lindsey Cash, the intended target, and right you are. If Bills is in the vicinity, you are fortunate that she doesn't come away with the INT. Lopez makes it 37-13. And Austin, we will see what they elect to do with the remaining 4 minutes and change. We thought at the end of half number 1 that they would keep things pretty buttoned up. That wasn't the case, and now with a new quarterback in the form of Villanueva out there, wouldn't be surprised if they give her the opportunity to air it out.
That throw right there, that was an absolute bullet from Janae Villanueva. Looking at that arm, they're pretty fired up about the future right there. That was an absolute rocket.
As the cannon does the former softball player. Drops back again, shows off the arm, and this is almost intercepted. Batted and bobbled by Samaya Jones, but couldn't come down with it.
Great job reading the deep ball from her safety position. Here you go, Janae Villanueva. Little too much air over the ball. Oh, she's listed at 5'5". At 5'6", she probably comes down with that and gets her first interception of the season. Regardless, great play, great job being in the right place at the right time.
Just over 3 minutes remaining. Handoff, they will keep it on the ground, and tripped up was Washington. Rachel Washington, we've seen her in numerous facets tonight as a wide receiver, cornerback, and now as a running back. Brings up 4th and long. Clock continuing to tick. LA encroachment. Austin will run it with Washington.
I am really confused what the linebacker from LA was doing on this play.
See if our referee can sort things out. Clock stops, 2:37 remaining.
On Los Angeles, that penalty will be declined. First down.
The only thing I can think of maybe is Lindsey Cash there at a linebacker position thought that a Austin offensive player maybe flinched.
Austin picks up the first down, the results of the run from Washington. So a new set of downs for Villanueva and company. Again to the air she goes, a bullet, and that is on the money. Janae Villanueva, how much say I can see why Coach O is calling her the future. She has a cannon. It's one thing to have the speed, the velocity, but the accuracy, she's got both.
Yeah, she had an earlier throw that was a little behind. This one's right on the money. She's got really good footwork. Michelle Angel also has really good footwork. I think that's going to have to go to Coach Olvera for the credit on that. But their quarterbacks, they're very fundamentally sound, and it shows in their play and what they can do.
2-minute warning. Austin on top, 37-13, less than 2 minutes away from their first victory of the year are the Sound. Austin on top, 37-13, 2 minutes remaining in the ball game, and all smiles from the Sound. Cassandra Bills, what a game it has been for Cash Money. She's led the way offensively. Chris Daniels, she's done it on D.
What a 1-2 punch right there. And I would be excited and I would be dancing if my team was playing as good as Austin was right now, and if I had had as good a game as both of them had. Take a bow. You certainly deserve it.
A combined 4 touchdowns for that duo right there. Daniels dominated on defense. Bills has done it on offense.
What is that? Both those two are pretty camera shy, Kit.
They really are.
Man, it's fun to see players having fun.
Glad to see they're not enjoying themselves. What's not to enjoy? They're winning. It's the first home game of the inaugural year of XLeague. It is all to enjoy. That is in case, well, unless you're LA, and it has been a difficult road trip to the Lone Star State. But they will regroup again. They will have some time. You know, Coach Rory Derry, as veteran a coach as he is, he will get them back in gear. But it has been a tough trip tonight, a tough inaugural game in the X-League for the Black Storm.
Definitely, it has been one-way traffic, and it doesn't say a few weeks before LA plays again, and that'll be a great opportunity for them to become a better football team and get some of these things ironed out.
Lopez sisters have been a bright spot, particularly the quarterback Marissa Lopez. Austin not done yet. Why not? And they continue this time. Mayra de la Cruz, the Mexico City native, commutes all the way up from Mexico City to play for this team and gets involved. You see her teammates' response.
Good job, everyone getting in on the action here from Austin. Number 56, Mayra de la Cruz, second team, maybe third team running back, depending on what they do on any given week. And everybody getting into the action today for the Austin Sound. You can tell it's a special opportunity for her to score. You could see starting quarterback Michelle Angel came all the way out to celebrate with her.
Point after attempt, Villanueva will keep it herself. Tries to reach across, lost it. Trying to fall on it in the end zone.
It's going to depend if they call her down before. If they call it down before, say the ball just came out after her knee was down. It looks like that's what they're doing. I think they called it dead before there was any recovery in the end zone. So no good on the PAT, kid.
67 seconds remaining. Here's another look at the point after attempt.
Right here, stretch. Let's look for the knee down. Ball comes out. Clearly, the ground causes that fumble, so that is correctly blown dead. And like we said in the first half, the PAT is about the only thing that hasn't gone good for Austin tonight. Of course, it's 43-13, so it doesn't really matter at this point. But something Coach Olvera will definitely want to clean up.
Without a doubt. LA, Lopez back in, has her target picked off. Who else? Chris Daniels, another interception. Can she make it another pick six?
If she doesn't touch the wall, it's a touchdown.
We will see if they were able to get her into the wall as Daniels continues to put on an absolute masterclass.
Haven't seen a sign from the referee yet, but if she's running down the sideline and does not get pushed in by a member of the LA Black Storm, that is another pick six. Here it is, it's another underthrown deep ball right there. And 81, Chris Daniels, here she is coming down the sideline, and I think they might call her out right there at the 5. Let's see what happens. What a great play. I am so impressed with this secondary from Austin. Man, they are, yep, they did call her out.
Villanueva keeps it herself, trying to get across, flag comes in, and able to get the point after.
My mistake, they did not call her out. They did give her the 6 points.
So Daniels, another pick six. Ball hawking safety putting on a show and then some.
Result of the play is the score.
The point after attempt is good as well, and Austin makes it an even 50. 51 seconds remaining. The Sound starting to put it on the Black Storm.
There's only been 2 games in the X-League so far this year. We've only seen 4 teams play. But right now, I'd like to see the team that's better than Austin. I don't know if they're out there. We may see them. We have a lot of games yet to go this year. But I am impressed with what the Austin Sound is doing tonight.
Man, we had a great one last week in Kansas City. It was the visitors from Chicago that came away with an overtime win. Chicago by KC, 40-34. But Austin, they have been impressive from the opening whistle. They have not looked back. Lopez had her target incomplete. Kessler couldn't bring it in.
And I think that's what they're going to need to do moving forward for LA, at least to start the game. They started the game with a lot of vertical passes, and that's fine, but you need to get some completions first, build up the confidence of the quarterback, then work the deep game.
We knew coming into this, Austin, they were the prohibitive favorites. As Kessler first down, just shy of midfield. But Austin, they have put the rest of the league on notice with their performance at home tonight.
Absolutely, and there's an example of what I was talking about. Austin's secondary playing a little bit of a soft zone on that, so that underneath stuff's going to be there. But that's an easy pitch and catch for a first-year quarterback.
Clock stops as change a reset.
Who you got? Number? What number? Okay. False start. Los Angeles number 33. 5-yard penalty.
LA, a new set of downs just shy of midfield, shoot themselves in the foot. We've seen that on more than one occasion tonight. Certainly some things that Coach Derry is going to want to clean up.
Absolutely. I've got that as the third or fourth simple procedural penalty, whether it be a delay a game or a false start. You know, some mental errors. Definitely, as you stated, Coach Derry, need to get that stuff cleaned up. Game's hard enough without shooting yourself in the foot 5 yards at a time.
2nd and 15 for Lopez and company. To the air she goes, has her target complete, touchdown LA. What a throw from Marissa Lopez. Nina Claude turns on the Jets, and the first passing touchdown of the night for the Black Storm.
And some of the throws have been underthrown. That one was an absolute dime by Marissa Lopez. That is definitely something you can go home with, being excited about. Right by the cornerback, just gets turned around. I believe that was Rachel Washington.
And intercepted the PAT attempt. Here comes Daniels. Chris Daniels, another interception, this time unable to take it coast to coast. But if you were watching this and if you were an opponent of Austin coming up, I would avoid number 81 on defense.
Absolutely. Little bit of a bobbled snap right there. At that point, you got the rush in your face. It's really hard to make a good play on that. To take nothing away from Chris Daniels in the night she's having, that play pretty much doomed from the start with a bobbled snap.
We saw her sister Stephanie last week for Kansas City in the Blitz, and they're a loss in Chicago. What a game from number 81 in black and orange. And a bright spot for Coach Derry in LA, wrapping things up. A beautifully thrown touchdown from Lopez to Claude. Austin, you would imagine they would just go ahead and run out the clock. That being said, I figured that would be the case at the end of the first half. They took to the air and found another touchdown.
I'm with you. I believe that's going to be the last play of the ball game right there. What an impressive start for Austin's sound season. Again, something to build on for LA there in the last seconds of the game.
And there it is. The final horn sounds. Austin impressive in their first game. What a performance as they come away with a 50-19 win here at home. Coach Olvera's team impressive in every aspect, and the two longtime foes, they know each other, a lot of mutual respect, but tonight it's Mike Olvera and his Austin Sound coming out the better. That'll do it for us. Glad to have you with us. For our entire crew, for Smacker Miles, for Lane Grigg, I'm Kit McConico. The final from Austin. The Sound on top of the Black Storm. Austin comes away with a 50-19 victory over LA. We'll see you in week 3.